try, sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night, boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live. And Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is skipped.
A lot of trash. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. It's bombs away. Blocks that left hook. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Threw a punch and just got countered. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not... Here we go, it's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That one lands. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That counter punch caught him clean. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Nice counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Back and forth they go. Perfect counter shot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice cap. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're in. On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Tar, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
And he scores with the counter. That jab doesn't score. Nobody home with that hook. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. That left hook misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Let's see if they go to the body. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Beautiful counter punch. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. I don't know, I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Good counter. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down. You've got to...
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Beautiful counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Power, that might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That counter punch caught him clean. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A swing and a miss with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Crawford is dazed. There's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in. They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Crawford in that last round.
Delano worked all the way through.
On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. Hold it right there! Terence Crawford just got rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Catch and shoot. nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. As we enter the final, hold that thought! Crawford in trouble! I thought we were going to see the finish there. Hold it right there! Crawford may be ready to go down. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit close.